Hi, it's Diane Hayworth here, and I just really felt drawn to share a message with you today. There is so much anxiety in the world, not only here in the United States, but I hear it echoed by my friends in Europe, Canada, South America, Australia, all over. There is so much worry, concern, and I understand it. I feel it too. But what I want you to remember is this is the time to practice trusting the divine plan. Now, I'm not asking you to shut your eyes and pretend that bad things don't happen or you don't have a responsibility to help be part of the change. Not at all. What I'm asking you to do is embrace an opportunity to help change the way the world has reacted and operated for thousands and thousands of years. This is the time that we no longer stand in those separated spaces, that we really do come together as one. That is the way that we make changes. I know people have their feelings hurt. I know they're upset. I know they're afraid. I get it. I feel a lot of those things myself. But what I do know at the core of my being is that nothing is going to change as long as we keep pointing fingers and talk about us versus them. At the root of all of this, we all want the same things. We want our children to be happy and healthy and well-fed and have opportunities. We want to have jobs that we love and that we are passionate about and that we feel have value to ourselves and to the world. We want to have a home to live in. We want food to eat. We want to be safe. We want our families to be safe. We want our world to be safe. We all want the same things. Everybody has different ways of solving those problems. What I would encourage you to do is be open to an infinite possibility of ways to get that done. The simple fact is nobody's known how to do it, at least in my country yet, or it would have gotten done. One thing that we don't do is work together. This is the time to do it. Work together. Do anything you need to be open. And I'm not talking necessarily intellectually open, although that's part of it. This is the time to come from your heart. If you think that being loving, compassionate, and kind is a position of weakness, I would urge you to go back through thousands of years of history and see the kind of people that made lasting changes and who started movements that are still being carried through today. Because that's just the way it works. The energy of love, and by love in this context, I'm not talking about the love you have for your family or your spouse or your country even. I'm talking about the expansive, intelligent, creative energy that creates galaxies, that makes a flower bloom. That intelligent, creative, expansive energy is in each one of us. That's what you tap into to work together and start to solve these big issues that affect not only our small communities and our country, but the world. That's just the way it works. So this is what I would urge you to do, and this is what I'm trying to remember to do, even in those times where I'm feeling panicked and unsure, and I realize that my anxiety is getting a little higher than it should be. One thing I do remember is the energy of fear is very constrictive. It doesn't offer me possibilities for a lot of solutions. It does motivate me at times. I'm not going to lie about that. However, what I found is when I'm in a more peaceful, balanced place, I am more open to that divine inspiration that comes up with solutions and opportunities that I never even knew existed. So this is what I'm going to do, and I really encourage you to try this as well. When I have a situation or I'm simply contemplating a particular opportunity, rather it's politically motivated or an opportunity in my life or with my family, community, whatever it is, I want to bring my consciousness into my heart space, breathe in and out from my heart, settle myself for a minute, and I want to ask myself some important questions. First of all, what does love look like here? And by that I mean in this situation I'm considering. What does love look like for me? What does love look like for everybody involved, even those people that I'm at odds with, or I think I'm at odds with, or my opinion may be at odds with? What does it look like for my family? What does love look like for my community, for my country, and for my world? The second thing that I always ask myself when I'm in these meditative places is, how does love move me forward? I would really encourage you to ask yourself those questions. What does love look like here? And more importantly, how does love move me forward? And then do that.